Hello? Does this thing still work? Hello? So I still have a saying on. 1 second. There we go. So this isn't the Haid sound. What is this? Oh. Thank you, little one. Hello. Luckily, I turned that down in my head, so I didn't hear that. Otherwise, I would have jumped. Yeah, no, this isn't the hate sound. Also, it's also kind of nearly done. If you look up there. Oops. Basically, Crohn's is the devil. That's all we're saying. But I do have some very slight good news. Like, very, very slight. I got an appointment through today to see a gynecologist on the 20th. Yay. So maybe he is doing something, but it would have been nice if he had let me know that he's doing something. Because, yeah, it's been ages. I promise I didn't stab your doctor. I mean, it's not a coincidence, is it, though, that you threatened to stab him or maim him, and I get an appointment through with someone that's supposed to be seeing me. So... It was you, wasn't it, Lil? You said you were coming down, and they were like, quick, get an appointment. We don't want, no. Yeah, I just want things to start moving in a direction that's forward and not backwards, like I currently am. Let's just squeeze myself a bit closer. Right. Time to go cross-eyed, stitching 20 yards away from 40 count. Because those are tiny. Especially for you guys, you literally can't even see anything. And I don't know why this is so dark. Let me move this over this way a bit. Problem is, this is such a tiny frame. There. But yeah, so what was supposed to be, like, I was only meant to take a couple of weeks off. And it turned into just over a month and a bit because... because our internet did play up, so our neighbours got the same internet as us, and they were on our line. So when we should have had hundreds, we had 40. And I was like, well, it's a good thing I wasn't streaming because it would have been terrible. So there's that. I totally didn't order something that cost £3.40 extra on an order to avoid girl math. That is literally what that's called, girl math. Did I just pull that? I did. Oh my god. We will get this thread started. No, I have a bit of trouble, but not this much. But yeah, no, that's girl mathing, Lil. I do that all the time. Oh, Oh, if I spend £10 more, I'll get free shipping on an order that's £30. But I only need these 3 threads. Oh, speaking of threads, the Pip and Chip inserts for my boxes arrived today. I saved like £8 on that order, but that's £8. You saved money, see? Yeah, so I have the inserts. I'm just waiting for tomorrow now for those boxes to arrive and the 2x2 Kallax unit to go with it. So then I can start organising. And then new book tomorrow. We're both going to be organising. You're going to be organising your bookshelf, and I'm going to be organising my threads. See, it's perfect. Also, this is grey on grey next to grey, so you might not see anything. It's 168 stitched on top of grey fabric, stitched next to 169. Talk about eye strain. Oh, did you watch part 2 to the oh, what's his name? Larry, the sex cult case? I didn't know that. See, this is why I like watching other people cover the same cases, because sometimes people leave things out. Like, I'm pretty sure when Danielle Kirsty covered it, she left out most of the second part of Rotten Mango's video. Larry, he's the guy who was part of the sex cult that took place in an American college. The Sarah Lawson case? Lawrence case? Oh, hang on. Let me look. I watched it yesterday. Yeah. That was part 2. He moved in with his daughter on college and took over, yeah. Yeah, that one. Hold on, I will watch. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to say I enjoy it, but it was I have a knot. You can't see I have a knot. It was definitely like, after watching the Danielle Kirsty video and hearing all that and then hearing it again but in more detail, it was definitely like a, oh, okay. That's not even in the right hole, Emma. For crying out loud. This is 40 count. Oh, we're doing it 1/2. I have so many projects I want to do, and I only have till end of this month, start of July to get them done. Next week we are kitting up. Well, I say we. I am kitting up the Haid. I always call it something else, but I can't remember what it's called right now. And then I call it Midnight Stroll, but I think it's actually called Melody of the Night. Don't ask me why I call it something else. I do not know. Oh my days. These beads that are on the end of these tensioners are getting on my nerves. Yeah, I have all of these houses to do. I actually have up until... Oh dear, the drawer. Number 6, which is the tree house. I have to pick those papers up later, but they're now next to me. It just fell out the drawer because it's bursting at the seams. I also need to go through my fabric, which is now much easier because of the storage I did. Putting it into a big old tub. And it means that now I can... Oh my days, my leg, I can't. It means now I can just kit a pattern up. Well, I still haven't got all the threads. But soon, kitting up will be so much easier. I'm still waiting for my Super Sunday fabrics to arrive. I think she does it in order of who pays. So some people would have paid it off the day off. Like, I didn't pay mine off till sometime last week, I think. I think I paid it off Saturday, actually. Because I got paid on the 1st, and I paid that. I paid something off recently. But she does say, like, in the Facebook group when they've all been shipped out, she'll say, like, all fabrics from this round have been shipped out and stuff like that. And you know what? So I got a fabric, when I got the linens from her, I was missing a fabric. So I sent her an email and I was like, hey, I got all my linens today, but I'm missing one. And they were numbered, which really helped. So I knew which one I was missing, but I couldn't remember what it looked like, so I had to look it up, and I was like, this brownie opalescent linen. And she goes, this one. And I was like, yeah, that's the one I'm missing. And she goes, I don't have it. So she's either accidentally sent it out, or the person that's been helping her has sent it out with somebody else's order. And there was another Emma who was ordering, so I'm wondering if maybe the helper accidentally just put it with the other Emma. Because I seem to only have an order messed up when she gets a new helper. Because I've only had 2. Out of all the orders I placed from her, I've had 2 messed up. And both times she's offered either a refund on that fabric or a replacement. So for this one, I thought I'd just see what the replacement was. And the replacement fabric I picked is actually better than the one I originally wanted. So I'm kind of glad. But if out of all of them there was none that, I would have just said, could I have the refund? And she probably would have been like, yep, that's fine. But yeah, so I just have a tub of fabric sitting here that I can go through. I bet the problem for you though, Little, is you're itching to start some stuff and you just want the fabric and you're like, I can't. And it's now the waiting game. But she also sent them second class, so they will take longer as well. And they have to go just a little further to get to you. That makes sense, yeah. It's like, I say annoying, but it's also not, because you have to wait when you really want a fabric for a piece, and then you wait for it to turn up and you're like, Actually, I think I have a pink that I can use, because one of her last fabric Super Sundays, I got a pink. This might have been ages ago, actually. Because I want to restart Beautiful Secrets by Hade on a pink fabric, because I did start it on a plum. Because this was before I knew what hand-dyed fabrics were. And it doesn't... The plum's too dark. Ow. So... I looked does she do a Super Sunday each month? Sometimes she does them every month, and sometimes she'll skip a month, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I'm just checking. Oh. Do. That just says when the next one is. But they do tend to be like every 4 weeks. Or sometimes every other month. Because some people are like, Megan, I can't do this. What am I doing? I'm down here. Why have I done a stitch down there? Oh, for crying out loud. We have ran into issue. I can't. I'm just curious. Yeah, it might be every month. It might be when she feels like it. I did get an invoice today. Come on. For the pre-order fabric that she just put out. But I haven't paid it yet because my mind's been everywhere else right now. Trying to get everything set up. I'm all the way over here. Yeah, I have one to pay by August. Yeah, she does. If you are paying it off, she does give you a big gap for 2 other fabrics I ordered. Did you end up getting any of the kits then as well? But I've just been looking. The problem is, because I've got the Haid Sal, which is like this big year-long commitment, which is my own fault. Like, if they didn't have the frog, I don't think I'd be doing it, to be honest. But every pattern I look at is like, oh, I want to do that. And it's like, I can't do something that's going to take me ages. So what I might do for the new Haid I'm starting next week, I might only work on that for the 3 days on stream, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be in Haid land. And I don't want to be in Haid land. I've ordered a box from her, but I don't have to pay that off until April next year. That's alright then. I got a box from her last year for my birthday. I still have the fabric from it and the thread. I haven't used it. I can't remember what else I got. What? Geshi! Thank you for that resub. See, the frogs gave it away. I saw them explode on the screen before the music started. But yeah, thank you, Keshi, for that resub. How are you today? Unless you're lurky turkeying at work. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just feel lost. I'm tired. How are you? Yeah, tired too. Getting caught on everything. I'm also it's getting warm. The footage for this case, I know. We are tired. We are all as a collective tired. And my arms are really hurting because I've been stitching for too many hours a day. This doesn't need to be there. But yeah, I was also looking at 123 Stitch for some fabric that kind of looks similar to this, which is the vintage Stormy Grey or Stormy Night. Some places call it Stormy Night and some call it vintage Stormy Grey. I don't know. But I want a big piece so I can do all 12 of the animals on. And there goes Loki, if you can hear him. Just a scream session. I'm just struggling to figure out what I want to do. So I've just been spending all this time stitching on this one project. Like, I want to do all the Barbara Annas I've bought recently, which is the two she's put out on Ko-fi, and all that. You have so many projects, Em. I don't know how you keep up. I don't, Keshi. That's the thing. I don't. I just pick what I want to work on, and then I go to town on it, and then I get bored of it, and I put it down, and I pick something up. Because I can't work on... I sit there and I say that, and I've been working on this. But if I start to get bored of this, I have, like, projects up on my shelf. I should just one day do a whip parade and bring every project that I have, and we can go through the madness together, and you can see, like, some projects I've started because I needed a day to just work on something because I haven't touched it since. Like my long dog. It's just sat up there. That I spent a lot of money on because I had to get the pattern from Canada. Because that's one that's only a paper chart and not a digital, so I had to pay in Canada. It's the only place that had it. That's good. Yes, I want to see a whip parade. A 4-hour! I think it's gonna be longer than 4 hours, Keshi. I might have to pick a day where I can start early and we just do a whip parade. The spreadsheet, hang on, you're gonna see. No, you're not. It's fine. And I was being generous with that too. Oh no. So according to I'm at 84 whips. That's ones that I haven't added to this. So those are whips I started ages ago. But I'm at 84. I finished 20 something, I think it was, out of the 84. 2 of them are set to be restarts, and some I just didn't keep track of. So, and that's just whips that I've started. We don't even have to, we have to go into ones I've got kitted up. Yeah. And then it's like, okay. I can't work on one project at a time. That's big. Like, I don't get... Oh, I'm stuck on my... There. I don't get people who can sit and work on a Hade non-stop until it's done. I struggle. I'll listen to this case later. I've missed so much. Yeah. It was very confusing. Oh no, we have a Zelda. Zelda, that's a needle. Now the project is on the move. Zelda, you're not supposed to lay on the stand. The stand is there to stop it toppling over, not so you can topple it over. Hang on. Wait, that's me. There he is. Oh, there he is. Boop. Yeesh. This cat, though. But yeah, so I have a box full of projects. I have just projects sitting on the shelf. I have a Hade sitting down the side over there. I have bags on my bed that are filled with stuff. I have a bag down here by me that's filled with stuff. I have projects coming out of my ears. And then in another bag, I have projects that are kitted up. That's why I want a couple, so I'm not just constantly working on the Eevee. So yeah, like, that's the problem. Because you will get sick and tired of it, and then you'll burn yourself out, and then you won't want to touch it. And then it's like, all that money is technically wasted. I mean, you'll probably get to finishing it, but it's like, I plan to finish all these before I hit a certain age, before I die. And that's not going to happen if I don't get on with them. But the Eevee cell is going to spark joy, right? I mean, it will. I'm excited to restart mine. Like, really excited. I know I say that and I don't sound it. It's just I'm tired. Zelda, that's... Yes, thank you. You checking the back? Have I got any... Have I got any knots? Yeah? No? He's inspecting... Oh, he's now checking the craftsmanship at the stand. God, when I got this stand. Oh. There's this part and this thing right here. This thing is not really supposed to move, and it moves and it bugs me. Keshi crying at Kingdom Hearts product. Keshi, if I stitched on Ada, I would have you send that to me and I'd finish it for you. I would finish it for you. I am being real serious. I would. But it's on Ada. So you're out of luck. Sorry. I offered to finish it for her. Yeah. No, it's my burden to bear. Okay. I should, when you do that, I should work on my own. You don't even have thread. I mean, technically neither do I. You'd have to send me the thread with it. So. Because that, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I love that. You wouldn't send me the... Oh, Zelda, how did you knock my needle off the magnet? How there? Right then, mister. Do you think you can move so I can... Yeah? Poor Keshi. Why not work it in blocks like you would UAQQ? Do 100 stitches of black and then do some colour, then 100 stitches. No, just all black. Okay. You're making this harder on yourself. I feel like you're enjoying the torture now. Like, I'm a color completer. Like, I complete all my colors if I can. If I can't, I'm not counting. I didn't do this. Wait, Zelda's head. I didn't do this when I was doing all that because that was too much of counting. But if I mess up my count, I won't be able to fix it immediately. I don't have to worry about a whole page. I mean, true. But at the same time... Is anyone really going to know there's a mistake? I've had to major frog twice on it. I would know. I know I say that and I'm like, yeah, I'd know, but... I'm at the point where if you look at my hate cell, there are mistakes. Do I care? Yes. Am I going to fix them? God, no. They are staying. Because... when I tried to... This is funny to me. When I tried to finish it that day and do 1,000 stitches, I struggled. I did 1,000 stitches on this thing easily. Without trying. I was literally just talking to Little. I did 600 on the roof. I did all the roofs. This bit and this bit. 600 done. I took a good couple of hours of break. And I was like, right. And then before I knew it, oops, I'd reached 1,000. And I was like, oh, okay. Zelda, please stop. But when it came to that and I wanted that hate cell done, that frog, oh my god, I was so excited. If you go back to the first stream, I was like, I am so excited to get to the frog. I got to the frog and I was like, I hate this thing. I'm glad 1k comes easily. I wasn't intending to. It was like 12 hours of progress. It wasn't like I just did it. And I was surprised I made that much progress considering I was talking to Little the entire time. And it also is like, this is solid. So it's like quite easy to do 1,000 on something that's just one colour. I wondered what the hell that was on the camera. It's the bead. Looked like Zelda just had this weird hole opening up on his head. Oh, is he done? Is he done? He's looking at something. Yes, that's a keyboard, Zelda. You see it all the time. I don't know what this guy is doing. Oh, crime, stitch and bitch was fun. It was. I really enjoyed it. Oh, he's back on laying on the stand. Zelda, can you please move? I can't stitch with you there. Come on, mate. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Go on. No, don't knock it over. Oh. He went for the kill, guys. You saw that. He went for the kill. Other than the cake. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yes. Bye-bye. Good boy. Yes. Don't put your butt on my straw, please. Thank you. Yes, no. Come back later. Go. Zelda, please. No. Right, I had to get rid of him. He was gently plopped onto the floor. And he's messed this all up now. Zelda shakes trees. Oh, honestly, there is something that will get him running. I'm not going to grab them, but let's just say they're scissors for cutting his claws. If he's getting into trouble, like getting in people's way, I just have to clink them together and he comes a running. Better than treats. And I'm like, why? But then when it's time to actually cut his claws, he's like, mm-mm. You've just ordered some of those. They are nice. I bought this whole set from Cat ages ago, back when I first got him. And it came with brushes and a comb and stuff. And I was just like, oh, I don't think I can get this back into frame now, how I had it. God damn it, Zelda. Because Shax is leaving puncture marks in my thighs. Oof. Ouch. Yeah, look, Molly needs her claws cut because she scratched me the other day. Oh. It was actually when these turned up, which I think was on Saturday. And then I had a meltdown because I couldn't get these clips to go on. Because this is meant for more for when you have a bigger stretcher bar or a bigger bar, so you can pull this tight. But I needed this tighter than it was before I had these. So I cried a bit because I couldn't work out how to get them on like this. And then she slapped me and made me cry again because that really hurt. And I was already at my limit. Now both the birds are off. That reminds me, I need a floor stand before we start the Eevee sale. Ooh, you getting a Lowry? I have to think what I'm putting mine in because I don't have... Oh, wait. I'll have to check the size. I did get another set of scroll rods when I got the stand. I'll have to check to see if that's big enough. I mean, I have a brand new proper Q-snap as well that I could put this in. Here's my mouse. My mouse is everywhere right now. There it is. When we were sorting out that box Sunday, we found the manual for my Lowry stand, and I was like, oh, we found the manual but not the stand itself. I don't know where it's gone. Sometimes, ow, that went under my thumb. Sometimes I want to stitch with my proper Lowry, not the little table one. But, I do have similar to a Q-snap, but I'd rather have a stand for that one. No, I get that. That's why I want my Lowry, because sometimes it needs a double side clamp. Because if your frame's too big, because that's why my frogs, the hate cell can't sit here. Because when it was on the table one, it was too close to the table, so it was really annoying. But I don't know where it's gone. At least it should be cheaper shipping to get a Lowry stand than it is to get it in the US. Well, they are made here, so it's definitely much cheaper. Oh, that's Molly. I was about to tell Zelda off, but it's Molly now. It's fine. She'll pass on by and go onto the shelf. Well, windowsill, I should say. Every time my table makes that noise. I panic. But yeah, I just wish I knew where my Lowry stand was, my proper big one. Stupid Emma. 2021 Emma took it apart. And now I cannot find it. Might not be a Lowry stand due to price. Yeah, they are a bit pricey. But they are worth it. Because before I got a Lowry stand, I was using the cheaper ones, and they were okay for a time, but then they'd start to break, and you end up spending more than a Lowry replacing them. That was my issue. But I'm also a heavy-handed stitcher. Like, I lean on my stitching, because otherwise my shoulders start to hurt, so I lean. I don't lean on this one because I know that if I did, this one would just tip. But at least with Larry it won't. Yeah, I remember seeing it. I can see it in my head when I took it apart, but that's about as much as I have. Because I took it apart in like February, March time of 2021 because I stopped stitching. It didn't last long though. By August, no, September, I was starting again because I'd had surgery in August. And I was like, I need something to do. Because as much as I love video games, they don't satisfy that itch my brain needs like cross-stitching does. And in that time, so what was that, like February, so March, April, May, June, July. In 6 months, 7 months, around that, DMC had upped their prices, or Lakeside had upped their prices. So they used to be like 80 something, maybe 89p, and they were over £1. And I went, yeah, no. Because that's where I used to get all my cross-stitching stuff from, was Lakeside. And then I remembered Peakside, and I went to Peakside, and it was like 89p. I'll take that, thank you. And they're very fast turnaround. Like, when I've ordered from Lakeside, they take like a week to get to me. If I order from Peakside, that will turn up within like a couple of days. The other day, I joined Tiny Modernist's Patreon for their Patreon exclusive sale. I can't show you. I was like, I could just show you. Peakside Needlecrafts. Hang on. But they're very quick. I've ordered stuff from them, say Monday morning. Monday afternoon it's shipped out and I get it Tuesday, Wednesday. They also carry charts and stuff. Let me get the link for you. Ta-da! There's the link. But they are, at the moment, they're threads. They also carry more than just DMC. But they're 90p at the moment. And I think Lakeside is 99p. Oh, that was the quick order I clicked on. Yeah, they're 99p. So, okay, so 9p difference, but that 9p does add up when you order multiple threads. And they carry fabrics, they carry fox and rabbit and stuff. I'm waiting for them to get back in stock one fabric from Fibre on a Whim. I want some 40 count latte because I need it for my cryptids. Because I did the Supernatural, I'm still doing the Supernatural, so I don't mean to say I finished it. I've started the I haven't started it, I'm a bit further along. I'm up to the Angel. The Supernatural sale on a 40 count latte. And I just need another piece for the cryptids. Still out of stock. I need that fat quarter. But yeah, I ordered from them last week the threads I needed, the missing threads, because I did have some in my stash, that I needed for the Tiny Modernist Forest Friends sale. It's so cute. and I ordered them that morning, and by that afternoon they were shipped, and by the not the next day, the day after I got them. So they are handy if you need just a couple of skeins quickly. So like, that's what I would use. And their customer service, when they've accidentally messed something up, they do get in contact with you. Like, I ordered a skein of 470 from them. This was like a year or so ago, and on their website it was in stock, but when they actually went to go do my order, it wasn't in stock. So they did phone me. I didn't answer my phone because I don't do that unless I know who's calling. But they left me a voicemail, and it was like they just asked me, so I emailed them. I was like, I'm not calling them back, I'm gonna email them and say I got the voicemail. And they were like, in the voicemail they were basically like, well, what would you like us to do? And I emailed them just saying, like, you can just send the skein out when you have it, because that was the option. I could either be refunded for that skein, or they could just send it out at their cost when it came back in. And that's what they've done. And they've done that to me before, where they've sent me an order but they haven't mentioned it. Then they were like, sorry, this one was out of stock, we'll send it to you when we have it. And they have. So they are really good. And they're willing to custom cut fabric for you. So if you want to do a big piece but you don't have, but the fabrics they have on their website aren't big enough, you could say to them. But I think it has to be Zweigart. It can't be any of the hand dyed, because they only get them in certain sizes. Because I did ask about them cutting me a piece for the Clouds Factory storybook princess piece, that massive one, because I wanted to do it all on one big piece. They could not. But I was like, okay, never mind then. So maybe I should just do it on 3 smaller pieces. But we shall see. At the moment, I'm still trying to rack my brain about getting fabric for the You're in the Woods sale by Cottage Garden Samplings. I might just slowly start gathering thread for the Minecraft one too. Yeah. But like, that's a good place to go to as well. So you have that on your repertoire. What I'll do is, if I need to kit something up, like at the moment I've got to go through my threads again properly tomorrow when I get the boxes, to see if I do actually have all the colours that it says I do for that bee project I want to do for my mum for her birthday. And then if I'm right and I do, then I can order the rest from Peakside. And then if they don't have it, I'll have to go to Lakeside. But I tend to see if Peakside has it first, because they're so much faster. Yeah, this is welcome to Emma's brain. This is what I go through. This is you're having. This is what my brain does. It's just thinking all the time. And he's like, yay, I wish it wouldn't. I want some quiet, please. Like, I have a brain that's hyperactive. Like, my mum's told me she can always tell when I'm talking about something that excites me, because I start talking too fast and she can't understand what I'm saying, and I'm like, oops. My food shopping is nearly here in case I go quiet. You're fine, little. Your second food shop. This time. But at least you had Domino's. I'm glad you had something. Why does my needle keep doing that? Finally coming to the correct address. Ugh. We learnt a valuable lesson that day. Do not order food shopping at 3 a.m. I have panic bought diamond paintings at that time in the morning, but I will not order food. Oh, I have a confession. After we spoke about that bear diamond painting, I did buy it. So that's coming at some point. And I'm really sad. The cat one I really wanted sold out. So I was like, that's my prize. My pity prize. I got the bear. It comes with a new packaging though. So what I wanted the bear. I didn't want to have happen what happened with the cat, where I'm like, oh, I'll get that later, and then it sells out. Because I was so upset. So I now have the cat sitting in my wish list waiting for me. In my must buy, waiting for me. Because it left. My must buy was like 3 charts and now it's like it's back up. And my Thread Geeks wish list keeps going up. My unconventional cross stitch. And I'm like, God, how long do I think I'm going to live? Her stuff sells out really fast. The Moon Eater was in stock for months by her. Because I was going to get that. Anytime I sit there and say, I'm going to get that painting, it sells out. So I've learnt I keep my mouth shut. Every time. A painting could be in stock for months, for literal months. And then I'll say to like my mum or something, oh, when I get a bit of money, I'm going to get that. And then I'll get paid and it'll be gone. And I'm like, oh, fine. I won't have it. My worry is they're going to discontinue something that I've got on my list because they've done that as well. They just discontinue things. And that's what I'm worried about as well. And the reason why I buy the Margaret, like I'm on like a literal no buy right now, unless a Margaret Morales or something of equal stature comes to Diamond Art Club. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with 50 diamond paintings and nowhere to put them. We're already running out of space with the ones I've got, and I've got 3 more coming. Because I got that fish spirit one. I got that bird, that basically bluebird one. And then I got the bear. So and you got the bear on a no buy ban. I set the rules. I can break them. They're my rules. That's the point. Look, if someone wants me to stop buying things, you're going to have to knock me out forever. Or you can't take my card away because I know my details. So that's like useless. My bank card sits in my bag until I have to go out, like to the hospital and pay for parking. That's it. It sits there otherwise. Oh, it did get used when I sent you that package. But like that was it. I don't use my card because it's all in my head. So I don't know how we're going to stop me. Because I don't leave my payment details on websites in case they have a data breach and then someone has my card information. Unless it's a subscription service, then that's different. But if it's just like a shop, I'll put that in my head. My bank card is on my phone and no one is getting that. I also have it on my phone. I have it on the wallet, but as well, I need it in my head. It's my granddad's fault. I used to, when I started buying cross-stitching stuff years ago, he'd be like, every time I'd buy something, I'd have to go get my purse. And he'd be like, don't you know your card details? And I looked and went, no. And he was like, don't you think you should? And so I learnt them. And my card has changed 3 times. And I remember them every time. I'm like, yeah. Because Nationwide, which is the bank I'm with, gives me a new bank card like every 6 months. Sometimes they gave me 3 cards in a row every 6 months, and I was like, can you please stop? Because then I have to go onto Patreon, I have to change it. I have to go onto PayPal, I have to change it. I have to go here, there, everywhere, and then I have to remember where my bank card is and isn't, because I'm like, I'm stuck. I'm confused. Where else is it? And I'm like, if I miss something, like I can't miss a payment on my Gecko Rouge, otherwise I get kicked out of the club and I can't get back in. So I've had that for a few months and I've only bought those 2 kits. The frog and that moth. That's all I've bought from them since I got that membership. So I'm like, oh. I have bought charts on them because of their what's it called? I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But they had this they're doing the thing where they're selling just the PDFs, but you have to be in their sign up to the newsletter to know what they are. I'm explaining this poorly because my brain hurts. Basically they're a kit only distributor, so they normally don't sell charts. But to make a bit of extra money, they're making charts, but limited. Like they'll have 3 and you'll have so many days in which to get them, and then you can only get them the next time as a kit. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that properly? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I've also got, right, can we see? That makes sense. Also good. Everything in my drawers. I need to sort these drawers out desperately. So I have in my drawer my tiny stitching that I got, because I plan to do that on stream at some point. So I have it here. Just make sure her address isn't out. Right. And it's like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is 40, this is 56. Okay. Then I was like, oh, you know what I can do? Because she's currently stitching a Haid on, what is it? I think it's 46 count linen. And if I really like the tiny stitching, I think I might want to do one. I mean, I've always wanted to do a Haid on 40 count 1/1. I said it many a time. Back when I started the Eevees, actually, I was like, oh, what if I just started them on... Well, it was when I hated stitching on 25 count 2/1. Because that is bulky. That's not gonna close up. Okay, just get back in the drawer. Yeah. So I've always wanted to stitch on like 40 count fabric 1/1. And I did try it. If you looked at my Santa's house of this, my name was stitched 1/1 with the red that I used for the house. Because I was like, oh, let's do that. So I might do that with this. I might use the blue that was put in this roof. The Milady's teal. Zelda, why are you back? Mister, why are you back? No, this is not later. I didn't mean this much. This little later. I meant much later. Come on. Thank you. He's good. You gonna lay behind my monitor? No, he's coming back round. You're pressing keys. EV Sow is 1/1. Yeah, on 28 count. If it was 2/2 on 28, that'd be 14 count and it would be massive. Ow, ow. Ow. Yeah, no, that's 28 1/1. So that is small, but it's not as small as I want. But I'm willing to do 28 1/1 for the EVs. And every time I see Dace's progress, I'm just sat there going, Or any time the EVs pop up, someone like, ugh. I can remember starting that back in 2018, 2019. I watched Death Becomes Her whilst I was kitting it up onto the bobbins. I was then sitting in bed after work and I'd stitch on it for like an hour or two. And then one day we got a snow day. Because we only go to work, because when I was a cleaner, we'd only go to work if the school was open. So if the school was closed because of like snow or something, we wouldn't be going in. Oh, Molly's now coming out the window. I now have both cats on my desk. Great. No bickering. Molly, don't move the light. Yeah, so we had a snow day, so I spent a day stitching on that. And then I just worked on it. I finished the first 2 pages, I want to say. And I was starting the third, which was the Vaporeon's head. And one day I was just like, I think it's because I had started to stitch on even weaves and stuff, and I was like, oh, come on, brain. This doesn't feel right. It feels too tight and bulky, so I was like, I'm done. So I was like, I'm going to restart that at a later date. Okay, Lil. Enjoy getting your shopping. Right, we have finished that many stitches so far today. 79. Whoop, whoop. Just tuck it underneath. But yeah, I have got stuff in preparation for the kitting upstream next week. Why did I pick next week? Because if I don't pick next week, it's never getting done. Because I honest to God don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to work on that for a week, and then that's going to be put on the back burner because June 30th, July 1st, the next part of the Hadesa will be out. And that's that. Right, I'm going to say this now because I said it last time and I was wrong, but this time I'm for sure going to do it quicker because it's one full page and the rest are partial pages. This is the last full page we have to do on the Hadesa. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. I had a method down where I was doing rows by page. Then I switched to by colour. And I've been doing it by colour, by page, and I'm like, I don't know. So, but these pages are partial pages. So if you remember when I worked on that tiny slither that was like up here-ish on the Haid Sow, it's basically another one of them after the full page, and then I think a tiny partial page because we're at the bottom row. So I am looking forward to that, and then that'll be that done till September, October. And then once that's done, that's done. That'll be my first Haid finish, or first full coverage finish. Big full coverage. I finished smaller full coverage stuff. Like some patterns I've stitched people for Christmas were small full coverage patterns. But yeah, we shall see. I bought a ruler, but not a standard ruler. It's a thread winding ruler. So I can measure out my lengths, because I like all my thread to be the same length. But when you're kitting up a Haid that's like 90-ish colours, the hand gets pretty tired. So I've got a ruler that's 56. I don't think it's that big. 1 second. 36. That sounds better. 36 inches tall. To help with that. Because I bought an 18-inch ruler thinking, yeah, that would do. And I didn't take into consideration that it's got to be folded over. So it's technically 9 inches. So I have a baby skein of one of my 500s that I have as a spare for the Haid Sow. So I tried it with the bigger ruler when that turned up, and it was like, oh, that's much better. They're the correct size. I also got those thread drops, well, the Annie's Keepers that I'm currently using for this project. See? They have a groove in them right here. It's hard to see. I do. No, it's just hard to see them. But there's a groove, and you're supposed to buy this like plastic thing you can slide them on, but I'm like, if I put that many on for a Haid, that's just gonna get cumbersome. And then I'll have the other problem of, before I could just store it into the organza bag that they come in, but then I'd be like, well, where am I gonna put this? Because it's a giant stick now. So I have that. I also got stickers to put on them. I know it comes with stickers, as you clearly saw, but I got some Pip and Chip stickers to put on them just for this. And my future plan for the rest of them is to put them on for skeins that I have spares of. So if I have, say, a spare skein of DMC01, that will go on to a pip and chip, not a pip and chip, an Annie's Keeper with a pip and chip sticker. And then that way it gets rid of some of the skeins I have that are spare. But that's future Emma's problem. Ever not in this thread. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. And at the moment I just don't know. Because everything's so up in the air at the moment. Whilst I wait for doctors to figure out what they're doing with me. So it's possible the next few months are just going to be nothing but appointments, or it could just be nothing. Which is worse. And I'm sitting on something that hurts. Oh, sorry, I just shouldered the mic. Bring myself a little closer. There we go. Yeah. Because I also need to start working on some of my diamond paintings, but I'm like, but I have all these cross stitches to do. So, because my brain's dumb, right? I beat myself up if I don't stitch. Even if I'm doing something productive, it's like, but you could have been spending that time stitching. You could have put at least 500 stitches into this project in the time it took you to do that. And it's like, thank you, brain. Thank you. Please shut up. But no. But I'll figure it out. I always do. The Elden Ring DLC comes out soon, the Shadow of the Earth Tree. I still haven't bought that yet. I haven't even finished the game. So technically it's a good thing because I haven't beaten the bosses, the 2 bosses you have to beat to get into the DLC. At the same time, I haven't beat the game, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'd stream it, but I'm at the moment, my PC's just been acting funny. And we don't know what's going on with it. We don't know if it's the graphics card dying or something. But it's just trying to figure it out. So maybe I might have to just do some stress testing, like put this machine to its limit. Because I went onto this website a while ago just for a laugh to see what games my PC can run, and it said out of this many I could run 98% of them. And it's like, can I though? Like my PC says it can, but can it though? Because some days it struggles with BlueStacks open for Pattern Keeper, so... I don't know. And there's just some days where it doesn't happen, and some days where it just happens all the time. So it's not even like a, oh, well, that's because I had this open. I have the same stuff open every day. I will have YouTube open on one screen, another YouTube open on another screen, or Twitch, depending on what I feel like. And then I'll have BlueStacks open for cross stitch. And like on days like today where I'm streaming, I have more programs open and it's fine, but other days it's like struggles. Because I upgraded it last year. I upgraded the motherboard and the CPU, and I put more RAM in. So I don't understand. I also had to get a new power supply for it because the power supply I was using that came with the PC at first wasn't powerful enough when I upgraded. So my sister's been trying to help, but it's just very confusing. Because like I said, I could turn it on tomorrow and it could play up, but then I could turn it on the day after and it's perfectly fine. So there's nothing that I'm doing that's triggering it to set it off. And if there is, I don't know what it is. So she's been like telling me to make sure my graphics drivers are up to date all the time, just in case it was just a graphical problem. Oh. I did one too many stitches on the previous row. But even when I would do that, it still happens, so I don't know. And I've just got a driver update to do today. It just popped up, so I'm like, God damn it. But next week I will stress test this PC a little bit, because I did buy that lo-fi game because I've seen other streamers use it and I wanted to use it instead of having to listen to Amazon Music or all this music that we're listening to right now all the time. And I had it open the day I got it or the day after I got it just to see how my PC would run with the game open and BlueStacks, and it seemed fine, but it could just be because it's one of those games where you don't have to do anything. Because I was planning on setting up like a little scene with the game and then this camera whilst I kit up. Then I have to think of where I'm putting it, like the game. Because the way I have it right now, I have OBS on my leftmost screen. I have my little PNG tuber on my tablet at the bottom. And then I have all my Twitch dashboard stuff on my right hand monitor. And then in the middle, I have BlueStacks for Pattern Keeper. So I have a lot. I have 4 screens and some days that doesn't feel like enough. But one thing I was looking to do, if my PC does struggle to stream and game, is when the the capture card gets fully funded, My plan was to do a dual PC setup because I have a gaming laptop. So I was like, maybe if I use the laptop to stream from, I could then take some of the resource hogging off of this for that. Even though this doesn't hog that much. Like 1.3% of my CPU is being used at the moment, according to OBS. So it's not like this is hogging it and making it terrible. If anything, it's like the 20 million Chrome tabs I have open. Ugh. But they're all important. My sister tells me off for having so many open. It's like, but I need them. They are important. As soon as Chrome gave me the option to make them into groups, I put all my Patreon ones into a group, so I have less of them. But when I buy things, I keep the tracking up. Like, I have the tracking up for my stuff that's coming tomorrow. Even though I know it's coming tomorrow, I just want to follow it. You know? Like, I'm one of those people. As soon as they get a tracking number, it's like, right, we're going to track this thing till it turns up. Is that another? No, it's a twofer. Not a 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm back with foods, yay! Woo. Food hype. You have din-dins and cat food now. I mean, you already had cat food because you bought some, but you have more now. I had something in my head and now it's disappeared. What was it? I don't remember. Oh, the capture card will also be used for obviously streaming games off of like my PlayStation and that. So I can do some platinum trophy hunting. I am annoyed. I haven't finished platinum in God of War Ragnarok and that's coming to PC soon. I'm like, I played that for like a week back in 2022 when I got that cold that November, December that lasted, it wasn't even a week, it lasted a month. The cold lasted a month. I think I played that every single day for that long. I beat the story. All I have left is all the after game, the post game stuff on that game. So the rest of the they're not the Valkyries. I can't remember what they're called. The green far ghost looking things. No, I can't remember. But yeah, I have that to do. I have the other things I can't remember. Never played a God of War game. See, I had never played a God of War game, but I watched a playthrough of it when the new one came out in 2018. And I was like, what is this game? So I got it on the PlayStation and I fell in love. I wish if Sony and Santa Monica Studios, the people who made the game, ever decide to bring it to PlayStation 5, like the first original games, I would buy those and play the hell out of them. because he beats up Apollo. He basically gets to go through each period, like time period, and just kill their gods. You sound like me with Assassin's Creed. See, I love those games too. I haven't finished Odyssey. I bought Odyssey and Origin, the one that's set in Egypt, as a bundle. I love Syndicate. I haven't finished Syndicate. The British girl hasn't played and finished the British Assassin's Creed game. 2, 3, there. Origins, yeah. That's the one in Egypt. I haven't even started that one. I have it downloaded. I was playing... See, when I got Odyssey, Jesus Christ, I literally forgot what it was called. When I got Odyssey, I was playing that on my laptop, and it was so fun. I want an Xbox again so I can play them. Would your laptop implode if you tried playing them on that? If I could, I'd get you a gaming laptop or something so you can play them. Because they are so fun. I definitely prefer playing them on PC than I did on console. I have a gaming laptop, so why don't you play them on that then? That's not me having a go, by the way. That's me being like genuinely like, why don't you play it on that? Like, I guess if you've already bought the games and they're on your Xbox account, but you get to replay them, you get to have fun. You get to, if you're like me, burn your fingers off when you play games and your laptop would get too hot. That was fun. Because those keys, oh Jesus Christ, they'd get so hot. You already own them on Xbox. See, that's what I mean. Like, if you already own them, it's like harder to spend that money again. Especially at the price of games nowadays. If more companies offered crossplay so you could buy a game on one system and go to another system and let you play it without rebuying it or paying a small fee, they'd make a fortune. Thing is, all my games are on discs, so all my PlayStation 4 games are on discs, and I got a digital PlayStation 5. So if I want to play all my games, I have to rebuy them at full price instead of paying the upgrade fee. I do love Valhalla, but I got so annoyed. 40 plus hours in the game, saved in a safe place, and an event was removed which corrupted my save file. Oh no. See, that's the problem with games putting events like that surround real time into them. Because if that, I would have cried. I kept loading in Infinite Death. Oh no. I wonder if there's a patch that's come out. So I stopped for months before starting again. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I never would have touched it again. I'd be like, nope, that's it. That cost me £70. Yeah, £70 down the drain. Goodbye. Yeah, I love playing games. I have to be in the right mood as well. It's always fun to play games when you're recovering from surgery. When you're on so many drugs you can't focus on stitching. That's when the games came out for me. That's when I played Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories for the first time. I bought it just after I came out of hospital and played it whilst I was recovering, and I was like, yes. Nothing like the gummy theme whilst you're out of your mind. Yeah, sometimes I stop playing games for so long I don't even remember where I am in them. Which makes it harder to get back into them. Like in Odyssey, I'm pretty sure I was in the arena. But then I could be wrong, but that's the only memory I have of that game, was I was in that arena. Same, I load them up and go, yep. You just need something that you can just sit there, play, that takes your mind off the pain, but also doesn't need so much brain power that you're overthinking and causing extra damage. My funniest memory, right? I love 100% in games. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, when I was doing the platinum run for that, I don't think I've actually finished the platinum for that. I can't remember. But the gummies, you have to make these different gummy ships, and I made the square donut one, and I would just spam spinning. Oh, it was so funny. I love Odyssey. Since I have a Pegasus mount, I think I have that mount too. I was thinking. Like I said, it's been so long since I played it. The black one. I want to say yes. But like I said, it's been so long. I have a unicorn in one of them too, I think. I see. I can't remember. Did I just... Oh, I did. When I scratched my eye just now, I smeared my finger all over my glasses. Me. On the inside. Do. This is so annoying. There. I can see the world a little better now. I say a little because these eyes are dead. They're so blurry. Apparently I can play some of the AC games from the cloud, read properly. Cloud, since I have Game Pass Ultimate. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, did I put that? No, I did. See, maybe you can play it because it's Microsoft and Xbox. My pet peeve, right, is buying a game on Steam. Then you need a third-party app to play. Like when I bought the Assassin's Creeds, I bought them off Steam. You needed that Ubisoft player to download them, to play them. And it's like, why? I bought them off Steam. Can't they just be Steam games? But no, now I have a turd-looking avatar on my computer. When they changed their logo to the poop, I don't know if they've changed it since, but the poop logo, that was so funny. The memes that came out of that. But I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 off Steam. I needed the Rockstar launcher. I bought Far Cry 3. Needed the Ubisoft launcher. I bought... What else did I buy? I don't remember, but I have so many launchers for games. It's like, stop. Milo just walked in, dropped one of his toys, and is now stalking it. Oh, cats. They're great. They give you free entertainment and they entertain themselves. Amazing. I've been buying cross-stitch patterns again lately. Because I know I said in Lumi's stream the other day that I bought those two needle lock designs patterns. But I don't know what their shop name, like how to say their shop name. It's like Nathan Lou? Nathan Lou? It's NATHNLOU, I want to say. I bought one of their patterns because it was a frog. And I was like, if it's a frog, it goes in the cart and I buy it. So I did. I ordered a bunch of little spring toys from, oh my god, I've been wanting to get those spring toys for Zelda because I think he'd love them. And Molly would too. But then the problem would be finding them. Because we have to put them away at night, otherwise Molly will play with them at God knows when, like stupid o'clock. And it'll wake me up, or it'll set Loki off because that bird does not sleep. I swear to God. No more cross stitch for me until I can afford the Hades and Persephone one. Yee. See, Chrisabug does amazing artwork. When I was watching Crafting Gaming Crafty, it's too many Y's and things in that name. It's Crafting Gaming Jackie, or Jamie, not Jackie, Jamie, or is it Crafty Gamer? 1 second, I just check it. Crafty Gaming Jamie. She uploaded a video where she was talking about how Chrisabug was being signed with Unconventional Cross Stitch, so I was stalking their website for months waiting and nothing happened. And then she came out and said it was on Thread Geeks, and I went over there and I was like, oh no. So I bought too many pans and I'm eyeing up some more. We're having a repeater Sunday with the W's. Look, look. This mouth is not built for talking like a person, like an adult. It's me talking too fast. And then all my words just become one. That's what it is. Can I slow it down? No. No, I cannot. I have one speed, which is a pedal to the metal. Not. Will one of you just undo the knot? I really love a lot of Chrisabug's pans. I'm eyeing up a few. I have that Venus one. I'm eyeing up. Oh my god, what is it doing? Does not know what it is not doing. I bought her one of her sword patterns, and the other day on YouTube, was it YouTube? I think it was YouTube. She posted that she had done a Two of Swords, and I'm like, oh, a Two of Swords. It's a Patreon exclusive at the moment. But I was looking at that like, the Venus one and Loki for me right now. Oh. They did also sign an artist recently who used to be on Haid. It's not. And their patterns are, well, their artwork's really good. I think their name is Jeremiah Kettner. But their Black Cat one and the witchy one are ones I'm eyeing up. I'm like, do I need more full coverage pans when I have loads? No. Is that gonna stop me? No. One of these is the right one to pull, and it's just, and I cut my nails, so I cannot grab the thread to pull it apart. We're gonna be here for a while. I have a tiny knot now. And then Pain-Free Crafts released a new, I think it's a Sheena Pike. Oh, I did it! No, wait. No, I didn't. No. This time I did it. I did it. Yes, we are free. I think I'm gonna do the faces for this cross stitch and then do the outside. Oh. I mean, you're the one who's stitching it, so you get to decide. yeah, it's got owls in it, but there is a frog. If I go to their newest releases, oh, there's more. Don't look at that. Look at the one you want to look at. Catherine Khan. No, Rose Catherine Khan. Yeah, it's tropical owls, but there is a cheeky little frog in there. So I'm looking at that one. I'm enjoying doing the faces. Good. That's what cross stitch is all about. You enjoy it. If it doesn't bring you joy, you put it down and work on something else. That's my motto. I've adopted the Sweewee method. The stitch what you want, when you want. Life's too short to make you, stitch on things you don't enjoy. And who knows, you could put it down for a couple of days and the spark could come back. Sometimes we just need to take a little break from something and then just move on from there. There's definitely projects that I've put down for a couple of days and picked back up because I'm like, oh, actually. Sometimes you're just working on a bit that's just annoying as well. And that can be the problem. So it's like, just put it down, come back to it, get that annoying part out of the way. It's like, oh, look, I really enjoy this again. I might go back to my fox one after this. Yeah. But I might just be saying that because I cannot stick to a plan to save my life. Anytime I make plans like proper, right, on Monday it's going to be this, on Tuesday it's going to be this, and Wednesday and blah blah blah, I cannot do it. I'll do it for like a few days and it'll be like, yeah, I'm really doing well on this, and then something will happen and I'm like, nah, it's gone. Like when I was streaming, back when I first started streaming in 2020, I was like so set on setting myself a schedule and stitching on those days. So the thing. So it was like Mondays I would work on my Mirabilia. On Wednesday I would work on this other project, and then Saturdays was Sow Saturday, so I'd work on a stitch along. Didn't last long, and then I stopped streaming because I think I got myself burnt out. And it's like, I really do, and when I stream I enjoy it. It's just setting it up is such a problem for me because I don't have a dedicated space to leave all this set up. I have to put this away. Like when I'm done, this microphone gets put away, this camera gets put away, and then they come back out the next time. When I say put away, I mean they get pushed away. They don't get put in a box or something. God, that'd be so annoying. And I think that's what my biggest problem is. If it's not in front of my face at all times, it's out of sight, out of mind. And I'm like, So it's just trying to figure out what I'm doing that works. So I think like the other problem was when I was streaming in April, and then I stopped for the whole of May, which was not my intention, but my health was just, and then the internet, and then everything else. So I've just been like, I think just trying to stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday is just messing with me. I don't know what it is. But I need to set myself a schedule as well. I'm one of those people who needs a schedule for those sorts of things. I think it was the hate sale that done me in. I finished that and then it was just like, okay. Because I think I was just pushing myself to finish that. Otherwise I'd still be working on it now. The only goal, quote unquote, I have right now is I have to do at least 500 stitches on a project a day. Which sounds like a lot, but 100 is too little for me. And 500 is like a nice number. If I go more than that, it's fine. If I go less than that, it's also okay. If I know I'm having a rough day, I'm not going to beat myself up. As long as I do some stitching, then it's like, okay. I'm the same and I'm determined to get up tomorrow, clean the kitchen, pre-order the book, and then stitch. Yeah. And I think that the worst thing is it takes me hours to wake up. Like, I could be woken up at 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm still tired come 1 o'clock. And it's like, But I don't know. I don't know. I just miss the me that was on the infliximab infusions. She was so full of energy. She could wake up in the morning and do things. Now I wake up and I'm like, I want to go back to bed. But I can't nap. Napping is not allowed with me. Not like I'm punishing myself. Like, no, if I'm tired, I must stay up. No, if I have a nap, I'm going to feel worse. That's what's happening. If I go for a nap, I have to be feeling really unwell. Like, I have to have a migraine or a bad headache that won't shift, or I have to feel real sick. But since I've been put on this medication for that, I still feel sick, just nowhere near as sick. And I had to get used to the side effects of those two. Only time I deliberately take a nap is after a tattoo or piercing because of the adrenaline drop. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. You're all like amped up and then as soon as it happens, it's like someone's got a straw and sucked the life out of you and you're literally like, what the heck? So I don't know what I'm doing. I think like the biggest problem is when you see streamers, they have a schedule. Like they're like, I stream Monday to Friday or these random days, the same time, and I do the same thing. So like Monday, for some people who cross stitch, it could be like Mirabilia Monday, where you stitch on a pattern like a Mirabilia or a Bella Filipina or a Nora Corbett or a fancy lady, as people call them, until it's done, and then when that's done, you start the next one. I think I just need variety. I would love to be able to just sit there and be like, right, Tuesday. Those are this Tuesday. But no, I can't. Like, everyone keeps saying to me, you should do Froggy Friday. So on Friday, you stitch a pattern or do something that has frogs in it. And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. Problem is, I wouldn't stick to it for very long because something else would catch my eye. The only thing I have set in stone, like proper set in stone is in August, the week of the 21st. When is the 21st of August? It's a Wednesday. So the 19th. Jesus Christ, Zelda. He just got out of the window, off the windowsill, onto my bed, and he jumped and he made that noise that cats make, and it frightened me. Oh. I usually need variety too, but I'm currently hyper fixated on this cross stitch. See, no, that's the thing. That's my problem. I'm like, I want to get these done because these are small. Like, these are like less than 10,000, so they're like simple. When you stitch on a Haid, you need smalls. Smalls are your lifeblood after a Haid. Or, well, in my case, they are. But the only thing I have set in stone is that week of August, the 19th to the 23rd, I'm going to be doing frog stuff. Like, I want to start a frog cell where we pick a project. Like, we don't all have to do the same project. You just need to do a small project that is a frog for that week. And then I also want to bring out my pointed fifth long dog that I started last year for my birthday, because I haven't touched that since I stopped touching it in September. I think I worked on it up until we did that community stitch along where we worked on Flossy Fox shop stuff for the month, and I gave up because I couldn't do it. I was going to finish the pattern in the month. I got to 50%, which isn't bad for me. I got half of it. I was just struggling. Because again, I need... excuse me, my voice. Oh my god. 1 second. Oh dear. Right, it's not dying now. I had a frog in my throat. What was I saying? Like, I was so excited to start it. I went through my stash. I found fabric for it that I really liked. And I started it on time. And it was like really fun watching everyone stitch on theirs. But then for some reason I was just like, yeah. I hit a wall. And then I think after that I worked on the Baba Yaga cross stitch I have from Witchy Stitcher, and I finished that. And then I started Kikimora. I did not finish her. She is halfway-ish. I mean, I have her on Pattern Keeper. I could just check. Because I'm trying to stitch the three of them, sorry. The Baba Yaga, Kikimora, and Leshy on the same piece of fabric. And if my math is right, and I'm stupid for this, because I turn it, instead of doing a more landscape, I've done it portrait, so they have to kind of sit tiered, like a triangle. If I had done them the other way, I would have fit all three on very easily. But I didn't think of it until after I'd finished Baba Yaga that I wanted to do that. That's why with these, I got them on individual pieces of fabric. Because when I got these from Megan, she was like, you can have it as one big piece or 12 individual. And I was like, we're doing 12 individual. Because if I have to do it on one big piece... But I say that, and yeah, I want to do the animal... No, that's a different sound. The Year in the Woods animals on one piece, and they're bigger. But they do look good together. I mean, I've got to hit Megan up to see what she could do if she could dye me, because this color fabric here is really good. If not, I'll just get individual pieces of 32, 40 count vintage stormy grey, which is the other fabric I've picked for this, or for those. See, I told you I have too much going on in my head. I have too many plans. I should really get myself like a journal to write all these thoughts down, so when it comes to me doing them, I can refer back. But no. Is it bad that I want to shower and go to bed already? No. I wouldn't say it's bad. Zelda, are you wrecking stuff? Why are you wrecking stuff? You're still not supposed to be up it yet, mate, Sonny. Yes. Give me about maybe an hour. If that, okay? What is there? My old card. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to shower and go to bed now if you're tired. My meds are wrecking me. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. If your meds are kicking in and you don't want to fight them, or you can't fight them, then there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't know. I should get something to write all these thoughts down. Just be like, here's things I want to do. Will I ever get round to them? But it means when I do get round to doing them, I know what I'm doing, and I go, what was it I was going to do for this? I'm sure I could find you a froggy journal. I'm sure you could. There's probably loads out there. Hundreds of them. After a few years, I've finally finished my my cross stitch. I say journal, it's not a journal. It's basically I just write down the threads. Like, I'll take a project, I'll write the designer, then the name of the pattern, and then how big it is, and then I write all the threads I need for that project. And it's basically like just a way for me to order them, because I can't just remember the numbers. But for things like Hades, because they need 90, 89, 90 plus colours, that's a lot of paper. So I've got a page on my Notion that's just for Hades, or full coverage pieces in general, so I can write them out. But yeah, I just need something to get these thoughts out. So I'm like, right, when I want to work on this project, this is what I plan to do. I also need to check my fabric, because when I started that long dog, that cardinal points long dog, a couple of months ago, I think I might have put it too low onto the fabric, and I'm not sure if it's gonna fit. So and I want to make sure now, whilst I've only got a tiny bit done, then be like meh and carry on, and then it's wrong, and then I have to, especially with it not being, it's not DMC, I'm using the cooled 4 threads, which are the cotton. No, they're not. What are they? The Gentle Arts. Jeez, that was so hard to read. Cursive writing is oh my days. It's hard to read. I'm gonna go with that. What am I hitting in that drawer? Oh, I don't like that sound. Oh, I don't like that sound. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to sort those drawers out later. Something's decided to fall down the back. So I have fun doing that. But yeah, they're Gentle Arts threads. And they're not as cheap as DMC. So if I have to frog all that, I'm gonna cry. But that's on a linen as well, Lil. So like when I can't grab it now as I would. At some point I can grab that and we can have a look at the difference between a linen, because this is a 40 count even weave and that's on a 40 count linen. So that will like show you the difference. And it's like I prefer even weaves for things like this and linens for things like that. When I speaking of fabrics, when I was sorting out those fabrics Sunday, the box, well, not box, the even weave pile, now you can't see, but it was like, it came up from where my desk is to halfway in my monitor. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of 32 count. I ran out of room on my desk to put them into piles because I was putting them into piles of like, this is this count as an even weave, and this is it as a linen, and this is it as an opalescent even weave or a linen. And it was like, oh god, I had so many 32s, I had a ton of 40, and then I only have one 56 and one 46. And I was like, I swear I had more. I mean, I probably do, and I've used them. Because I know I've got one 56 in a bag being used for a project. I'm tempted to try linen at some point. It is like, obviously it's different to an even weave. But yes. Amazing. I love that little. I love everything that says MILF for man, I love frogs. Or DILF for damn, I love frogs. And it's like, yeah, I do. And you've sent me a thing on Instagram about this person making a toad bread, and I think I've scarred her. Because she sent me this, like, expecting me to be like, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, I would really love to eat that bread. And she was like, you're going to eat the frog. And I was like, yeah. I'm not going to waste it. If you make a frog into a food, I'm going to eat it. And she then reacted to that message with a crying. And I was like, oh no. I think I broke her. She's probably never going to send me anything again. But it was really delicious looking bread. Oh. Like, normally when you lot send me stuff and it's frogs and it's a food, it's like, oh, I can't eat that, so it's safe. Bread. It was just, you know, when bread just looks so crispy, and that smell of fresh, I'm making myself hungry, and that smell of fresh bread, and it's just like, ugh. That was in the video, and I was like, yes. But she was just like, you're gonna eat the frog, and I was like, yeah, that one, yeah. Like the pizza frogs, where it's just a frog head with pepperoni, I'm eating that too. But if it's a frog cake, like made out of like fondant, I'm gonna eat the fondant. I might not touch the cake because cake upsets me, but I'm gonna eat that fondant. If it's marzipan, I can't touch it. So you don't want me to eat it, put marzipan on a cake. But I'm eating it. I don't want cake after Sunday. You know that yeah. I can't even eat yum yums, Lil. My sister bought some yum yums specifically for me a week or so ago, and she was like, I got you yum yums, and I was like, I can't eat them, I'm so sorry. Not the yum yums. I know. I could live off them, especially the Greg's ones. Greg's ice string donuts and their yum yums with, as a side, this isn't the main meal, this is the side, a sausage roll. But I can't eat any of that now. When because Iceland does them. Iceland does frozen Gregg sausage rolls, because we used to, well, when we take the trip to Iceland, we would go get them, but we don't go all the time. And are we sisters separated at birth? Something, I don't know. I have asked my mum if she had a secret third child, and she swears up and down. But I am starting to think that either she's lying or something weird happened. Because it's like, it's strange. Yeah, I love me. Like, I would go to, when I was in school, in secondary school, we used to get obviously dinners, well, lunches, and I used to run to the cafeteria at second break, well, at first break as well, because they'd sell them at first period, like the first break. I would get myself bacon butties and I would eat them, and they were like £1, so I would get like £2, so I'd get 2 of them, and I'd have one first break, and I'd have the second break, and I'd be like and I would just sit in school with a I wouldn't put it in my bag, it would sit in my pocket because they were nice and warm, so I was trying to keep them warm. So I would have a bacon butty in my pocket. So and people would say to me when it'd get to break, I'd just whip the bacon butty out of my pocket, and they'd be like, "Has that been in your pocket this whole time?" I'm like, "Yeah." And it's not cold? No. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna eat it. Someone said to me, "You're gonna turn into a bacon butty," and I was like, "That's fine by me." I am a-okay with becoming a bacon butty. I do like bacon, but I had sausage butties for dinner. Oh, sausage butties are good too. I do love me a sausage butty as well. So I could have ate them for breakfast, lunch and dinner. I was hungry and it was the quickest thing to make. Exactly, that's why they're so good. They're so quick and easy to make. You can put them in a toasted roll. You can put them in just plain bread. Well, not plain, it has to have a bit of butter. Just a bit of butter. And then you go from there. Because all bacon butties and sausages are the best. Like, there are so many foods I could just live on. Butter and brown sauces, chef's kiss. Brown sauce, not so much. The smell makes me gag. I don't know why. It makes me literally go, "It." But I'm like that with a lot of smells. Like, my nose is so sensitive and I hate it. But I could be set up here and the dinner's cooking and I'm like, that sounds repulsive. And it's like, I don't know how you can eat that. Oh, I need to move the pattern over. There we go. Yeah. My one love, my one food love. Crumpets. Oh. I can't even eat them at the moment because they give me stomach aches. And it's like, some people who have Crohn's will just eat them. They will just eat things that cause them stomach pain. But the problem is, if you keep doing that, you will do damage. So if it gives me a really bad stomachache, I have to stop eating it. So, but I really want crumpets. I might have to see if my mum can get me some when she goes shopping on Saturday. Because I really want crumpets. I love them soaked in butter. They have to be drowning. If they aren't drowning, they aren't right. But they have to be a specific brand, and they don't do them anymore, so I've had to switch to the Tesco's ones. Can't remember what brand it used to be. It wasn't Warburton's. It was the other brand. I can see their packaging in my head. Oh, what are they? Hang on. Warburtons. I think it was Warburtons who did crumpets. Hang on. Was it Warburtons? It's either Warburtons or it's the other one. But there was a brand of crumpets that I really loved, and they stopped doing them, and I was so upset. So I had to switch to Tesco's because I tried the other company and they were. I go weak for a good pancake or scone too. Now, do you say scone or do you say scone? Because some say scone and some say scone. And I say whichever comes out my mouth. Oh, the second one. Okay. Hello, Comet. How are you doing? We're just having a food discussion. We're talking about foods I can't even eat right now. Yeah. Okay, sick week. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I don't like being sick myself. Aww. But yeah, I love me some crumpets. I did try these SpongeBob SquarePants shaped crumpets. They were just rectangular, but they were disgusting. I don't dislike being sick. Work is slow anyway. Ah, so it does take. I feel like being sick and working would make work feel slower, but that's my opinion. Hopefully work picks up for you. Well, not picks up in terms of workload, I meant like finishes. At least I got time to finish my first cross stitch. Oh my god. What were you stitching? I have work at home too. So that's not too bad. Yeah. I love seeing people's new projects. Pink Peony's kit from DMC. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. One second, I'm looking it up. Oh, that one. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's such a nice first cross stitch. What was my first cross stitch? Probably a Pokemon. If I had to rack my brain. I'm thankful that we don't have too much farm work these days. What? Oh, thank you for that follow. I just heard squeaky frog and I started to look everywhere. Yeah, I read that already. Silly me. Yeah, my first, I think, was a Pokemon. Which Pokemon? I don't remember. No, I don't remember. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying cross stitch. I'm working on the castle from the Fabulous House series by Cottage Garden Samplings. I plan to do my favorite Pokemon one day in the future too. What's your favorite Pokemon? We're gonna figure this out. My favorite is Politoed because frog. But I do have, I also love Sylveon, Cyndaquil. I love the Piplup line. I got multiple, I don't know the name in English. Okay. We could play a guessing. No, we don't have to. Yeah, no, I love Pokemon. I haven't played the newest. The Scarlet and Violet, I haven't played them. The last Pokemon game I played was Sword and Shield and I haven't finished it. Of some I don't even remember the German name. But there are over 1,000 Pokemon now. I can only like go up to I can't do the newer gens. I have Violet for obvious reasons. I don't know, little. Why would you have Violet? It's not coming to me. Nope. I don't know. I wanted to get Violet because I wanted the motorbike looking one rather than the other one. I think I started on Game Boy Advance with Smart, I think. Miradon. The purple one's Miradon, yeah. I wanted the bike one and not the push. Cause that's when I have to pick between the two legendaries, I look at them, I don't go based off looks, I go off how they move. Like when it came to X and Y, I did not like Y. The Y Pokemon, I liked Xerneas. So I got that one. They got us though with black and white. You bought one, you'd get the opposite. So I got black. Oh no, I got white and I got the black one. And I was like, what is this? They switched around us. But my sister has black, so she'll get the white one. Oh, it's emerald. That's the Rayquaza game, or Quasar, depending on how you pronounce it. Yeah, that's the one that's after. Is it after? It was red, blue, green. Then it was gold, silver. Was it gold, silver, emerald? Now I'm trying to remember. Or was it gold, silver, crystal? I think I played blue a little too. I think I was too young to play red and blue. I think my first... Oh, it was ruby, sapphire, emerald. Yeah, because ruby was my first. Wow, well done, brain. It was gold, silver, crystal. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, but yeah. I don't even know, is crystal a game? I feel like I'm going crazy now. Yeah, I had ruby and I was still little and my sister dropped it in a cup of tea. And Game Boy games did not survive the tea dunking. It wasn't intentional. I think she just accidentally dropped it because she was a child or a baby. But I was very sad because I don't remember that game. So when they remade them for Ruby and Sapphire, I got that. My first was Ultra Sun. I have Moon and Ultra Moon. I haven't finished Ultra Moon because it's basically the same game. And I'm going through that one with the Poplio. I'm going through it with that one. But when I played it the first time, I went with Rowlet. It's got I have my level 100 Eevee, well, Sylveon, called Zelda on one of my games because I've transferred it from, I transferred it from X all the way up. Poplio, or however it's spelled. Yeah, see, Poplio. Yeah. I think it's just hard for me to play the newer Pokemon games because I love to complete them, but I'd need, like, I love to complete the decks, but I need, online, Nintendo Online to do, and I can't be bothered. You guys gave the Pokemon names. Well, I don't always. Sometimes I'll nickname them. Like, I'll always name a dog Pokemon after dogs and that we've had or have. And then I get a bird Pokemon, I'll name it after birds and stuff that we have. But I don't tend to. No, if I catch 2 bird Pokemon and I've named one excuse me, and I've named one something, oh my god, my voice again. It's disappearing. If I name one thing, there we go. I won't name the other. I never nicknamed any of my Pokemon. Yeah, some people don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it and not. I have a shiny Umbreon that gets moved between games, and it shacks. Aww. Yeah, I just have a standard pink Sylveon. I wanna shiny hunt for one. A shiny Eevee, so I can have a Sylveon. But I don't know. You sound, you sound still way better than me. Oh no. Oh dear. You know, my voice. It's because I haven't been talking too much lately. That's what it is. Me, not talk. Madness. I might have a shiny one somewhere. I'll need to charge my Switch and check. Yes, I don't have Nintendo Online because I'd forget about it and still pay it. Because that's what happened when Animal Crossing was a thing, like when it was really big, when it came out during the pandemic. I got Nintendo Online to play it. And because I can't remember what I got it for though, but in the end I was paying for it for like 2 years before I cancelled it, so yeah. Now I picked my phone up to check something and I don't remember what it was. Oh, that was right. Nice. It's all good. Yeah, I bought a new Switch and now they've run out. I bought a new OLED Switch back when they came out because I had the original Switch and I had that for a good few years. There's nothing wrong with it. I just gave it to my sister and bought myself a new one. Were you first in Lumi's chat again? Yes, I was. Oh look, I'm being told to have a drink now. I'm having a drink. I have sippy sips, as I call it. Thank you. But yeah. I am worried about the 20th, which is when my appointment is, because that appointment's at 4 something. And it's like, I'm on my phone so I can't hop back and forth between chats. It's fine. We're probably, I keep saying we, it's me, I'm stitching this. I'm probably going to finish this part here and then we'll raid over there anyway, so we won't be here for that much longer. I say that much, we could be here for a little longer. But yes, we're going to go see the amazing Lumi Celine, who is currently Legoing. Chats. Oh, I watch right whilst I stream. I watch another streamer and we're all friends, so we all just sit in each other's chats. So it's just like I'm currently watching Lumi Celine and she might have me up watching me and stuff like that because we're all good friends and it's like fun to watch each other. It's like having a conversation except no one can hear what you're saying. But that's where we'll be going once I'm done with this section. She is finishing, hopefully, the Lego castle today. It sounds really fun. It is. You should join us coming over there once we're done with this because we delve into some chaos. My streams pretty chill. Lumi's streams chaos. So I can try. Well, I'll bring you along when we are done here. I will raid over there, and as long as you just sit here, you will be brought along through the power of the internet. Lego sounds boring to me. It's not the Lego. We're not there for the Lego. We're there for Lumi. Lumi could just be sitting there watching paint dry and we'll still turn up. Because we're there for her, not what she's doing. Like, some people might be here to just listen to me blabber and stitch, but they're not here for me, they're here for this. But then there's some people that are here for this blabbering that I do. You know, whatever comes to this head of mine, I say out loud sometimes, and it's stupid. Plus, Lumi is a crafter too. Yes, Lumi does. She doesn't just do Lego. I did downsell her. She cross stitches, she crochets, she sews, she paints, like she's an artist. She's currently using a little PNG tuber like the one I'm using, but hers is an elephant that she drew herself, like how my froggies that I drew myself. And I've done some emotes for her. She hasn't done any for me, but that's because I'm a control freak. No, if Lumi offered to do me some emotes, I'd take her up on that offer. But it's like, I'm like, these are my children. You know, Lumi does lots of things. She games as well, so it is really fun. Oh, hello. It's been a while. It has, Vanishing Pearl. It's been a long while. What have you been up to these days? Emma did one of my emotes too. I did. Yeah, I did a little Milo. I'm currently joining streams because of the stuff streamers do. The talking trap sort of chases me away. Well, I'm glad I didn't chase you away. I go on some tangents. So, yeah. I get that. I do that sometimes. I'll just sit and I'll click open. I'm like, yeah, no, not for me. Close. Open the next one. No, okay. Yeah, but you do stumble on some gems. That's how I found Lumi. I was just browsing through Twitch and she just popped up one day and she's never gotten rid of me. I guess lots of stuff. I moved to Washington State, work in a bead store now, have a lovely new relationship with a handsome Russian man. Been beading up a storm with lots of complicated big beading pieces. Oh my god, you sound like you're having a wonderful time and I'm so happy for you. I mostly like the small streams, the big ones are annoying. Lumi is also a small streamer. She just has a large following, but we have a cozy little community. It is wonderful. I prefer small streams too. Sometimes the chaos and stuff in big ones is just... Life is good. Few complaints. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Like, I really am, because sometimes you'll hear people say after not hearing from them, and it's like everything bad's happened. You're like, oh god. But I'm glad that's not the case for you. I hate the chaos. Yeah, like some streamers I watched when they were smaller and then they blew up and then I kind of stopped because of the chaos. I can't cope when it's too loud. Like, it's not the streamer's fault, it's me. It's my brain. Something about too loud, it bothers me. But yeah. Oh, I can find some terrible things to talk about if I try. I just prefer not to. Yeah. I guess, like, everyone has good and bad, and they prefer to talk about the good. I don't really have much good going on in my life right now, or if they change the topic of their streams. You mean like they're predominantly like a one thing and then they change to something else, like they were like an artist, now they're just a gamer, and it's like, I miss the art. Because I used to be a variety streamer, so I don't stream just one thing, I do stream lots, but this computer. This is an amazing computer, it cost me a lot of money. And it should be able to run everything, but it's having issues. She is struggling. We don't know what's wrong with her. So, we got to fix. So I am just a cross stitcher, but it's what I do anyway, so. Yeah, I don't mind a streamer changing it up. It's just, or if they vanish from streaming. Oops. That's me. Yeah, I disappear. I don't mean to. I have looked. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You've got us on stream, and you woke up today, hopefully had food, sounded in a cheerful mood at least. Yeah, I have to be cheerful though. So, because otherwise you're just gonna, you know, if you just sit there and you just think about stuff, it can make it worse. So I like to have a cheerful mindset, because otherwise how else would I cope? I vanished 2 years ago. Do you disappear often? Oh, I try not to. The thing is, right, I'm gonna put it out there, I have Crohn's disease, so I can only stream, as Little says, as much as my health allows. So I accidentally took a whole month off last month, unintentionally, because my Crohn's played up. I am currently not medicated. It is not being treated. So I have to put up with all that. I also have complications that stem from my Crohn's. I don't have just standard Crohn's. Doctors don't know what to do with me. Like, they literally don't know. I'm waiting for surgery to potentially get an ileostomy, but we don't know. So, oh boy, that's rough. Yeah, I've been waiting to find out what's actually wrong with me for the past 7 years. I got the diagnosis in 2021. So, since I turned 20 years old in 2017, I have not known what is wrong with me. And I finally do, but we still don't know how to treat me, because standard treatment that I've been on doesn't work. Like, I've literally just failed my most recent medication. It's not working at all. So, I have nothing against streamers that inform their followers that they have other stuff going on, but if they disappear without any motive, notice in their profile for a long time, that's a-hole behavior. But the thing is, like, sometimes life just happens, like emergencies could happen and they don't have time to tell anyone. Sometimes, like, things just come up. Like, I do, like, people know I have Crohn's. It's in the tags as well. And if I'm having a rough day, I will say, like, I'm having a rough day, and then, oops, my Crohn's is flaring. Like, I literally cannot control that. And before I knew what was wrong, I couldn't just say, oh, well, this is flaring, because I didn't know. But sometimes people do just disappear. I wouldn't say it's... People don't have 5 minutes in multiple months. You forget about it though. When you don't stream constantly, after a while you will forget. Like, if it's like an emergency situation, you might forget to update people, and then when you want to come back, it's like, oops, I never said. I just think it's like, yeah, stream, like when people, if someone passes away, streaming's not at the forefront of your mind, you know? So like sometimes things just happen. I mean, I could get told I'm having surgery in a week and I won't know what to do. I don't necessarily think streamers owe their followers anything at the end of the day. These are mostly just parasocial relationships. Same as losing touch with former work friends. Be pleasant when you encounter each other, but you should never expect them to always be around. Yeah, see, that's how I feel. I think it's because I do just not just disappear. I don't just say, right, I'm gonna be here tomorrow, and then I just don't turn up. It's more like I won't know. I could wake up tomorrow and I could be in crippling pain. So it's just one of those situations where everyone's different. Some people have to move for a variety of reasons, and streaming's just not something they're thinking about. I don't expect them to, but being semi-active in the Discord and telling people they're streaming and then don't. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I don't use my Discord server because I have a lot of issues surrounding it at the moment. It's just like this. Some people just use streaming as a way to take their mind off certain things, and others use it as a job. And they stream like full time, and others just stream when they want. You keep forgetting to clean up your Discord. Oh, don't worry about it, little. It's not an important task. It's not like if you don't do this today, that's it. Just do it when you want. Because I had issues with people in my Discord, and now it's like a place I don't really want to be in because of everything that happened that I'm not going to go into. But yeah, people get mildly concerned about me, and I've had viewers drop off the map or come in and out of the Discord at times. Everyone is living their life outside the platform and come here when they can. Yeah. I think it's like some people just disappear without meaning to. They might be like, right, I'm taking a little break, and then their body just gets out of the habit, and it's just one of those things. Like, I've had streamers that I follow who literally just disappeared, and then they come back, and I'm like, oh, they're back. And a lot of times it's something happened in their real life and they had to step away from the internet altogether. No idea, I just know that's annoying. I mean, I get it. I get it can be annoying. But I think when you're on the other side and you're the one who has to make the decision to put your health first and streaming to the side, and you have to tell your followers or not tell them. I think it's just, it can be difficult because, like I said, like I could wake up tomorrow being crippling pain, be like, right, well, I'm not streaming Friday because I'm exhausted. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain's literally not doing what it's supposed to be doing because all I'm doing is thinking about how much pain I'm in. So that's why. I used to have a super constant schedule before my move, and now that I work full time, with a maybe on Tuesday stream schedule, I still can't guarantee I'll be on. Sometimes errands happen, or my Tuesday meet-up friends invite me to the cherry festival, or roller skating, or the power goes out, but I won't necessarily announce those things since I'm super casual now. I have depression and anxiety. I could be really hype to start streaming again, then get to the day and have a breakdown. Life happens. Yeah. Everyone's just gonna react differently, I feel. And I think that's okay, as long as you're not taking it out on the streamer and going to them and bashing them and wanting an explanation, because they don't have to give you one. Like, a streamer could decide for a multitude of reasons why they don't want to stream. Maybe they just don't feel like it anymore. And I think that's okay. Plus Shax will end up taking over my streams. You mean like how Zelda takes over mine? Because he does that a lot. Although he's not been too bad today. Right, we are, well, I keep saying we. This is a team effort, but I am nearly done stitching this section. That we've had extra Emma today as well, so you're all lucky. Been there too, with the lack of motivation in the moment. Yeah, some days you're like, you wake up and you're all motivated, and then it comes like 10 minutes before and you're like, oh god, I don't actually know if I want to do this today. You know, like, sometimes your head just isn't in it, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay to say, like, look guys, my head's not in the game today, I'm not going to be able to sit there for like 10 minutes and talk to you. So we'll just call it today and we'll do it another time. And I do try to like use the Twitch stories to update people rather than Discord. Now the Twitch stories are a thing. I just wish they'd give us more options. They need to add polls. I want to do polls. I have days where I don't want to be around people either, and streams would just be meh if I force myself. Yeah. Like, you can't be entertaining to other people if you don't even feel up to it yourself. Like, sometimes I'm having a rough day and then I'll stream and I'll feel better, but there are some days where I stream and I feel rough and I'm like, I wish I didn't do that because I sound terrible. Twitch's stories, man, I live under a rock. Yeah, they are quite new though. Within the last few months, It has been helpful. I don't like what they've done to the app now though, where it auto plays a stream. Imagine TikTok, but on Twitch. Why? We don't need TikTok on Twitch. We have TikTok. Sorry, I just punched my light. We have TikTok. We have Twitch. They can be separate things. Like YouTube. We don't need YouTube to be another TikTok with the shorts. It could be its own thing. Yeah, you can use your own emotes on the Twitch stories. You can tag people. So if you're doing a collab stream, you could be like, hey, I'm going live on this day with this person. And you can do backgrounds, but the backgrounds you can do only a picture. Or they're static, or you can use a clip as well. No thanks. Haven't used the app in years. See, if I wasn't being sent stuff by Little and Lumi, and sometimes Carly, I don't think I'd use TikTok. I don't open it as much, but now I have to every day because Little sends me amazing videos. The Abby Toads ones right now are amazing. The little froggies. I can stop sending you stuff. No, I'm not saying to stop. I'm just saying if you weren't sending me stuff, I wouldn't be using the app. It's not like oh, I have to open that stupid app because Little keeps sending me. It's not that at all. It's just like I get a social media because you have to for your business, and then I use it a few times, and then I'm like, I'm done with this. Never signed up for TikTok. Short form media fries my brain. Well, that's the problem. It is frying our children's brains. They have such little attention spans. Some people have said like in school that the kids are trying to like get the child to like get the teacher to speed up because they're talking too long. And it's like, what? Because why talk for an hour when 10 minutes or 5 seconds will do? Short form has ruined the internet. People get annoyed now. Like, people could sit through ads. Now, people can't sit through ads because the video they were watching is shorter than the ads. Like a 5-second video. Why let people torture themselves by TikTok? Some people just love the brain rot. That's the only way I can put it. Sometimes just scrolling the internet and doing nothing is peak entertainment. I hate 5-second ads. If you're going to advertise to me, make it a full minute or more. I don't mind ads. I just hate when you get like 2-hour-long ads on a YouTube video and you're like, honestly, the ads on Prime annoy me. I am tempted to get that Prime extra, so I don't get the ads. Which I think is why the ones here on Twitch are the only ones I can stand. Yeah, because they are longer. But other people can't stand ads. If some people get an ad on Twitch, they just leave. And it's like, okay. I get it, you don't like ads, but you gotta go somewhere else and you're gonna get an ad. Like, some people, like, the reason why I have ads is so people don't, when they come in, they don't get pre-rolls. So, like, yes, you do have to sit through 3 minutes of ads, but at the same time, you don't have to sit through pre-rolls. So it's like, if you're new, as long as you don't come in at the worst time, which would be during an ad break, you'll come in and you won't have to watch any ads to see me. So you can find out quicker if you really like me or not. You'll be like, oh no. Me too, trying to watch Supernatural and ad. Oh god. The Twitch ads are the worst. I don't know, I don't get ads on Twitch. Because I use ad blockers. I have YouTube Premium and I am subbed to the people I want to really watch. Some ads just annoy me. Not all ads, some ads. It's growing up with we have Sky over here, which is like a broadcasting company, and I grew up with so many ads. I've had enough. Way too loud. They damage hearing with that volume. Cable company. Yeah, they are a cable company too. That might have been the better way to describe it. But yeah, an hour show is technically like 45 minutes because you'll get 5 minutes of ads every 15. And it's like, I just want to watch the program. So, and like this is the thing that really makes me laugh, because we had streaming services. So we went to streaming services because cable was annoying and they don't have ads. And now streaming services are getting ads. So you either have to pay more to get the ad-free version, or if you're poor and you can't afford that, you have to sit and watch the basic version, which gives you ads. And it's like, what's the point? YouTube embedded ads have gotten really awful. Used to, you could just watch channels with whatever music, people uploading other people's music, and not have to suffer them because they're not monetized. Not like that anymore. No. And Spotify is almost worse. Ads, bam, in the middle of a podcast. Sometimes. Oh, sentence. Oh my god, I get that on Amazon Music. I listen to podcasts and I have to make sure they're ad-free. Because I just put ads at the beginning and at the end, not in the middle. Please. I think that's like the problem. Companies are trying to squeeze as much money out of us as they can. And it's like, yes, we're making you money, but please, can we not do that? Not make the money, but not give us an ad every 5 minutes, please. Spotify plays almost the same 6 ads. Oh, no, that would drive me insane. No. Nope. Oh, the same one 3 times in a row. Oh no. But they've been really trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Like, they've been really trying. They just want to make sure your car's got extended warranty. I can nearly know the Watcher ad word by word. Oh god. Oh dear. I feel like I've experienced ad-free stuff for so long. I'm in a family plan on Spotify, so I don't get ads. Yeah, no ads for me. No, I apparently need next planning or something. And you pay for premium and you still get ads. Oh my god. What in the world? What is this world coming to? I know it's capitalism. It always comes down to capitalism. Why? I did buy a family plan on Duolingo because the ads there are atrocious. Oh. Only with the podcasts. Yeah, no. I feel like if you're paying for a service, it should be ad-free. You know, like, that's the whole point of you going to these services, is because they advertise them with, this is the thing you can get with no ads. So you go for it and it's like, yeah, okay, you've got it, but now we're going to add ads, and it's like, seriously. Like, you're not going to give your long-standing customers anything. Just more ads, okay. Podcasts have the sponsor stuff edited into the program. Yeah, exactly, so they already have ads as well. So, it's silly. I get people need to make money, but are you going to make money if all your viewers or listeners leave because they're sick and tired of ads? Because that's what it's going to come down to. Some podcasters get around that though by having a Patreon. And they give you the ad-free version on Patreon. And they're like, oh, but you get it like 30 days early or a week early. And it's like, I love micros. But sponsored ads are almost longer than the bits. Yikes. Where is my needle? There. You still have to pay for Patreon. Yeah, but they do it like $2 a month. Like, I've seen some that do $2 a month for Patreon. You get access to all that content and you get it ad free. And it's like, would you rather pay $2 and get all that than listen to the ads? That's how some people work it out. Like, oh, it's just $2 compared to 20 ads. I'm in a ton of Patreons, not for podcast people, but for cross stitches. Girl math, Emma. Exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier. Girl math. Pay $2 to get a podcast that you're already paying for. Right. I did say when I finished this section that I was gonna call it, because I've also just got a message to say that people are on their way home from work. So it's going to get loud when they get in. You have to pay for every single $1 or $2 for all stuff. They normally do, it's $2 a month. And you get all their content, even previous months. That's how it works. It's not $2 each time, it's $2 once a month. And then you get access to all their newer content as long as you stay subscribed. Oh, per creator. Well, it's not $2 per creator. They will set a price, they'll have tiers, and it's like, for this tier 1, it's this price. You have to pay for each creator. Yes. Each creator will have their own set price. So it does add up. It's not like you pay this much and you get access to all these creators, because it's up to them. Then Spotify is way better. Yeah, but I'm speaking like, if there was one podcast you listened to only on Spotify, the $2 would be worth it, is what I'm getting at. I'm not saying you have to pay for every single one. But if there was this one podcast that you listened to all the time and you could give them, that would be impossible. Well, I know if you give it to every single one, but I'm on about like if you picked just one. You know, if you have that one favourite creator that you always listen to whenever they upload an episode, and they have ads and stuff, and you were like, I really like this, but the ads, that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. I have all day to listen to podcast. No creator has enough podcasts. No. Like, you can just listen to, but like, I like to listen to true crime podcasts to wind down. I know that sounds silly, that I listen to true crime to go to bed. But it just helps my brain wind down for the night before I go on YouTube to watch other videos. But I just use it to just help my brain just shut down And it's like, if I could support, if they weren't an ad-free podcast, it would be like tempting to go onto like Patreon and support them for like just $2 and get access to all their previous ones, so then you can binge listen or stuff like that. But yeah, I am not done with this today. I am done with this today on stream, but I'm going to continue working on this because I only did 311. I have to get to at least 500 for me to call this done for the day, because I set myself goals. Because I wouldn't say crazy, but I do like to challenge myself a little. But like I said earlier, I need this one. No, this one. We would be oh geez, mouth. We would be going over to Illumia Celine, who is still working on her Lego castle. So if you'd like to come over with us to Illumi, then stick around, because that's where we'll be going. I listen to serial killers, and I listen from the first podcast up to the most recent. That's what I do. 23rd of October 23. Oh. Because I've been listening to Canadian true crime. 1 second. Right, sorry, I was just replying. They started 2019. And that in less than a year. Yeah. I listened to all of Canadian true crime, and that started back in 2017. And I listened to all that for a couple of months, and I've caught up, and I'm like... and I'm like, what do I do now? So I'm now listening to They Walk Among Us, which is a UK-based true crime podcast. So, they're good. They cover British cases, and some I've heard of. And so I'm like, I had no idea. Yeah. So the plan is for stream to stream on Friday. It will be this, unless this is finished, which I doubt it looking at how many stitches I have left to do. So it'll be this. Monday next week, I shouldn't say Monday, next week, we will be kitting up and starting that HAID, the Heaven and Earth design. I will be putting them onto these things with their special numbers, stickers, and then we will start it, because I promised you guys that, and I'm gonna stick to it. Because if I promise someone something, I'm gonna do it. It might take me a while, but I'm gonna do it. So that's what we're doing. I don't have a picture of that. Oh wait, no, I do have a picture of the HAID. I'm lying. Let me just quickly change. We're gonna change the picture here to the HAID, just so you can all see. Where is it? Where is? I'm looking through my there. It's gonna be massive though, so just prepare yourself for something massive. Gotta find all the folders. Do I have a? I do. This. Where do? Why is it so tiny? That's the opposite of massive. This is our next HAID project. I will be kitting this up on stream, and then I'll be starting in this corner right here. I'm pointing with my mouse, but you can't see. But I will be kitting it up and starting in that top leftmost hand corner, and we'll work on it until it's done. Not every stream, because I can't do that, but I will just work on this until it's done, like every other project I've got. But that is that one. But this is this one. So let me switch over to my ending screen so I can move things about and you don't see things. But yeah, let me just push that back. I can't reach my keyboard still. 1 second. Right. This is where we are going. So if... No. No, it's not. Oh dear. This is where we're going. So if you do come with us in the raid or you get lost because sometimes Twitch messes up and you get stuck, this is where we go. This is our raid command. I haven't changed that, I know, yes. I keep saying I'm going to change it and I never do. If you're a subby sub, this is your raid command. Or you can replace those raids with the gremlin. Because, yes. So, we are going to head on over, no, it's to Lumi Celine, and I will hopefully see you back on a Friday. But yeah, she is currently, like I said, Legoing, and I will see you all when I see you all. I don't even have the raid message myself. Right. I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank anyone for the follows, for any raids if I didn't have any, but if I had. And I will hopefully see you back here on Friday, 4:30 BST. We'll see. It could be earlier, it could be later, it just depends. And it'll be more castle. So if you like castle, there'll be more castle. Until then, goodbye. Send Lumi all the love, and bye-bye.